Hello everyone, welcome back to Online Study for You. I am Nikhil and today we are going to discuss the coding question which were asked in the today's TCS NQT exam. So this is the one of the question which was asked today and it was an interesting question. So let us solve it together. So it is telling that you are given with an array of integers, okay, with the size as nums. You are given with an array which is having integer elements and its size is given as num. And you are also given with another number that is num2. Now also given a size s, that is the integer value of the subset. So you are given with a size that is s, which is the size of the subset. Let us read further. So the task is to find if the number num2 is present in every non-overlapping subset of size s or not. So this is the main part of this question. Okay, let me highlight it, that non-overlapping subset of size s. Now what do you mean by this non-overlapping subset? It means suppose you have an array like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you take two subsets, like if you take 1, 2, and if you take 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are, suppose this is subset 1, this is subset 2. So these two subsets are not overlapping each other. You can see they are not overlapping. It means what? This is a non-overlapping subset. Suppose if we took subsets like 1, 2, 3, 4 and 3, 4, 5, 6. Now this is what? This is an overlapping subset. So the question is telling that this number num2, is it present in every non-overlapping subset? So we have to check every non-overlapping subset of size s. So remember this, there is also that we have to check subsets of size s in the given array. Now if it is present in all the subsets of that particular size, you have to print 1, otherwise you have to print 0. Now quickly let us see the input output for this, which will make the understanding more clear. Now you can see we are having first input as 12, which is nothing but the size of array, which is num. So this is the num. Then we have that all the 12 elements of the array. Okay, these are what? These are the elements of the array. Next we have the value num2, which is to be searched. So this is the value num2 and we have to search if it is present in all the subsets or not. Next, lastly, we have the size s. So this is the size s. It is given as 3. Now it means what? We have to select all the non-overlapping subsets of size 3 from this array. So let us do so. This is the first non-overlapping subset. Then this is the next with 3 elements. You can see every subset is having 3 elements. Now you can see, is 20 present? This is the number to be searched. So is 20 present in the first subset? Yes, it is present. Is 20 present in the second subset? Yes, it is present. In the next subsets also it is present. Now what it is telling, if it is present in every subset, what you have to print? You have to print 1. That's why you can see the output is 1. Otherwise you have to print 0. So let us quickly see one more test case which was given in the question. This is another example. So we have 10, that is the size of the array. Now we have the elements of the array. Next we have 5, which is the element to be searched in every subset. And what is the size of the subset? That is 3. Now let us divide this array into subsets of 3, which are non-overlapping. So this is one part, this is one subset, this is one subset. Now you can see, is 5 present in the first subset? Yes, it is present, but it is not present in the other subsets. So now what should be the output? You can see it will return 0, as it was mentioned in the question, that otherwise in every other case you have to print 0. Now one more thing you have to take care, that what are the constraints given in the question. Here the constraints are very simple. You can see num lies within the range 2 to 100. The element of the array also lies between 0 to 100 and s lies between 0 till the length of the array. So you can easily go with the int data type. So let me explain the logic which I am going to use. Okay, so I am going to use two loops here. First, the outer loop I am going to use for iterating through all the subsets first element. Okay, suppose this is the first element of the first subset. So first I will be pointing to here, then it will jump to the first element of the next subset, then again to the first element of the next subset, then again to the first element of the next subset. So how I can create that? I can create that for int I is equal to 0, it should be less than n and it should be incremented by the value of s. Now what next I am going to do? I will use another loop which will have the j variable and it will iterate through all the elements of a one particular subset. It means what? It will start from I and go to the element with I plus S, which is the last element of that particular set. Now one more thing we have to take care that our J should not exceed the value N, okay, which is the size of the array. Now I will keep a variable, okay, I will keep a variable with the name as found initially, which I will store as false. And if in this iteration, in the internal loop iteration, if any element of the subset matches with the value num2, then I will make that found is equal to true. Then if the found is true, means if the element is present in the subset, I will check that after this internal loops get completed, okay. And if it is true, means if the element is found in this subset, I will do continue, means the control will go to the next iteration. Otherwise what I will do, I will print 0 and I will exit the loop if it is not found in any one of the subset only. So you can see if it is not found here, so there is no point of searching in the next subset, because the question is that it should be present in every subset. Now if it is not found here, I will just print 0 and I will terminate the code. So let us code this logic. So I am using Java for doing this question. The coding languages which were allowed were C, C++ as well as Java. So let me have the main block. This is my main block and I'm using the scanner class for input support. Next, what we have to do, we have to take all the inputs. So I am creating a variable num, which will be the size of the array. Then I am creating an array of size is equal to num. Then what next, we have to take input. We have to take all the elements of the array as input. So for int I is equal to 0, I less than num and I plus plus. So we have taken all the elements of the array. Now we have to take two more things. First is num2, which is the element to be searched. Then I have to take the S, that is the size of the subsets. Okay, so all the inputs has been taken. Now what next I have to do? Let me create the Boolean variable that is found. Initially I am keeping it as false. Even if I don't declare it, it will be false, but let me declare it. Okay, now I am creating the outer loop which will iterate through the first element of all subsets. That is int I is equal to 0 and I should be less than n, then I plus is equal to s. So this n should be num. Now I plus is equal to s means nothing but I is equal to I plus s. Okay, so that I think you know, it is a shorthand operator. Now I am making sure that before iterating through the subset, our found is false. Okay, every time we have to make it false before iterating through the next subset. Then I'm creating the inner loop that is starting from j is equal to I, that is the first element of the subset. Then it should go till where? It should go till less than I plus s. So I'm going j less than I plus s. Now one more thing I have to take care that our j doesn't exceed n and j plus plus. So n is nothing but num. All right, so this is done. Now what I have to do while iterating through a particular subset, I will check if the elements of the subset, that is ARR of j, if it is equal to the number to be searched. What was that? That was num2. Then what I can do, I will set found as true. Now when the iteration of one subset is completed, the control will come here. Now I will check if found is equal to true. Now found should be true. If the number is present in that subset, it should be true. So if found means if the found is true, what I will do, I will continue. So I will go for searching in the other subsets. Else if it is not found, at that point only I will terminate the loop by printing 0. Okay, so let me print 0. Then I am terminating the code by system.exit 0. Okay, so this is done. Now suppose it is found, then what will happen? The control will come, the execution will complete and the control will come outside of the external for loop. So it will reach here. If the element is found successfully in all the subsets, then we should print what? We should print. Then we should print what? We should print system.out.println 1. So I hope our code is complete. Let us check our test cases. So I am running it. Okay, it is executing successfully. Let us copy the test case from this. So this was our first test case and it should give the output as 1. You can see it has given the output as 1 here. So let me check the other test case. So this was the next test case and the output should be 0 for this test case. So you can see the output is 0. So if this code is working perfectly, you can take a look at this code. If you have any doubt, just comment in the comment box. Before ending, let me remind you that we have started live classes on data structure and algorithm, and it has started from 3rd of May. The classes are going from Monday to Friday, and it is the total number of classes will be 40 classes. You will get access to all the codes. You will get a summer training certificates. Along with that, you will get recordings of all the classes. So you can see these are the 3 classes which just have occurred. That was on 3rd May, 4th May and 5th May. You can see the recording. The price of this course is just rupees 349, but there is an offer going on. If you apply the coupon code COVID-19, you will get an extra 25% discount. So hurry up, it is a very beneficial code. It will help you a lot in the placements and interviews. So meet you at the class. Happy learning. So thank you for listening with so much patience. If you like the video, just like it and don't forget to subscribe.